Today's subject is Chanel's price increase. Welcome to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Lamia and this is the Lam Style. So we speak about everything fashion and everything we like and everything we dislike. Today I wanted to discuss with you and give you more information about the new price increase that happened with Chanel prices. So as you know, every year Chanel increases their prices, and that is based on the inflation rates, many other elements and many other justifications that they have for this price increase. One of them usually is the increase in the costs of making the leather goods and everything else. Anyway, we're gonna try to act like we believe them when it comes to that, but in general we will say that these prices are connected to the inflation rate. Also, we all know that in general what interests us when it comes to Chanel is the classic flaps and the classic bags, and those leather bags usually they used to justify their prices. But at the moment I don't see any justification for their prices. If a bag is costing me over £10,000 or almost £10,000, I want it to be the best quality out there in the market. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into giving you exactly what the price increase is. So for the euro prices, I'm going to put like a screenshot here for you with the numbers so that you can follow with me. So Europe prices, they had an increase of around 6.5 maximum, percent increase. So for me, 6.5 on a price of 9,000, 10,000 is quite a lot. But let's go item by item when it comes to the bags and the leather goods. So the classic small flap went from 9,300 euros to 9,900 euros, which is the highest increase out there of 600 euros. The classic medium flap went from 9,700 euros to 10,300, and the classic jumbo flap, which means that has the most leather on it, is at 11,100 euros with the same increase of like 600 euros. Also, the classic maxi flap went from 11,100 euros to 11,700 euros. Classic mini square, the square bags that are actually popular, went from 4,500 euros to 4,750 euros. It increased by 250 euros. Classic mini rectangular went from 4,700 euros to 4,950 euros. Also an increase of 250 euros. The classic wallet on chain didn't have any increase at the moment. So let me just walk you through those that had zero increase at the moment. So you have the classic wallet on chain, which costs 3,200 euros. Also you have the Chanel Mini 22 mini handbag, also didn't have any increase, which costs 4,950 euros. The Chanel 22 small handbag didn't have any increase also, and it's still at 5,500 euros. The Chanel 22, also the normal size, is at 5,800. The large one from the Chanel 22 is at 6,250 euros with zero increase. Alright, so you have the Chanel 19, the Chanel large, 19 large and mini and maxi. All of those had around 6% increase, which is around 400 400 euros exactly. Also the mini 2.55 had another increase of 250 euros, and on and on and on and on. Okay, these increases are, as we can see, between 400 euros, 600 euros, 250 and 250 as the minimum increase that have occurred on these bags. Okay, now it's time to move to the UK prices, which seem, by number, seem less, but it's more than in euros, so keep that in mind. The pound is more expensive than the euro at the moment. So for the UK prices, you have The classic small flap went from £8,180 to £8,510, which means that the increase was around £380. And this is actually the average. You have 330 increase, you have 320 increase, another 300 for the jumbo flap and the maxi flap, another 120 for the mini square bag, another rectangular one, and another £120. So for the Chanel 22 wallet on chain, all the Chanel 22 from large to the mini, all of those also did not have any increase in UK. But Chanel 19 and Chanel and the mini 2.55 handbags had an increase between 230 and 120 pound, and those actually are the most popular items when it comes to Chanel bags. So here I can tell you also about the price of the boy bag in here that have increased by 180 pounds. So the large one by 210 pounds. So as you can see, they have played well on the most popular bags and most requested ones, where they have increased the price and the larger increase has happened. And it makes sense, because if the bag there's more requests on that bag, that's the bag that they're gonna increase the price on to make most of the money. The problem here for me when it comes to Chanel, they increase, I'm going to say they are very regular now with their increases. Every single year they have been increasing it once or twice. And my problem is, you increasing the prices but you're not looking after the quality of your bags. If I have £10,000, I'm not going to spend it on a bag that has very low standards with quality. There are other brands that will be happy to sell you better quality of bags. So if there is an increase in your prices and you want to position yourself with the big players in the market, you better look at what you're offering and if the offer actually matches the prices. So that is what interests people and maybe the conscious consumer, if you are a conscious consumer like me and you are looking into investing your money in something that is worth it, definitely Chanel is not at that level it used to be. I remember in 2009 or 10 when the bag was 2,000 euros. I don't remember that. I want to kill myself because I had so many opportunities back then to buy it and I did not buy it. And until today, I feel like the classic flap for me, I've seen it so much that I just don't want to wear it and don't want to buy it. And I'm looking for something unique, something that makes me feel good. So yeah, looking at those prices from back then when the bag was cheaper, the quality was way better. They used also to use 24 karat gold plated hardware, and that for me was worth it. All of this, they took all of these advantages, they took all of these things that were attracting people to the products and just increased the prices. And I don't get it. I don't get it. And people are still buying. And because people are still buying, the brand is still playing this game and doing this. So, I mean, the prices are higher. The highest prices I've seen my whole life when it comes to luxury goods in general. And the quality is the lowest as you have ever seen. Like the Gucci's, the other brands, everything has decreased their qualities or the designs. And things have become boring, to be honest with you. This year I have been looking at so many brands and whatever collection they're bringing out to the market, and it's absolutely boring. Boring, boring, boring. One brand that at the moment I feel it's not boring at all is Balmain, and it's still doing a good job. But in general, Chanel, they become boring. They become boring with their designs. Okay, we know the classic flap is what people like. Alright, but then when it comes to ready to wear, I'm disappointed. Whenever I go, it's very disappointing. And also, I mean, the treatment is not a good treatment. I mean, there's so many things they need to look at. But as I said, today the subject was about increasing the prices at Chanel. Now I wanted to just jump in here quickly and give you this information share that with you and let you, discuss it in the comments if you want to, and let me know if you have any questions. And also, one more thing, I just want to apologize for disappearing for the last few weeks. It is Ramadan for me, and with Ramadan all my habits change, all my focus switches to other things. So I will be back very soon, and thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I love putting videos here. I love sharing my opinion here on YouTube, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are doing Ramadan Mubarak, and I guess Eid is soon, so Eid Mubarak, and كل عام وأنتم بخير. I'm so I don't know. I'll see you in my next video. I'm just getting emotional because of Ramadan. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.